My thing.
Lunchtime live.
Hang on, I'm looking. Oh, there, they worked. Lunchtime live. Amped Airsoft started a live video, and guess what? I'm in that live video. Isn't that crazy?
You get to watch yourself.
I mean, yeah, so do you. We have screens.
Oh yeah, there's that.
Someone said, yay.
Yay.
First, welcome. Suck my cry.
Jerry, can you put on the bumping?
Yeah.
Lacking.
Slacking.
Bumping.
What?
I'm
Bumping.
about to bump your socks off.
I'm wearing 2 different socks.
That's fine. I'll
That's
bump both of them
usual.
off.
Don't you usually do that?
No, I usually wear black, but I got Christmas and Harry Potter socks.
Not a girl.
That just drives me bonkers.
Yeah, same.
But anyway, welcome to the live. Tony's wearing 2 different types of socks, and it's not that they're 2 different brands. They're totally 2 different categories. So if your OCD was sensitive, well, sorry to tell you.
Shouldn't be in this live.
Yeah.
Oh, so bumping.
Well, it took approximately 1 minute to be asked about what is the gun behind me.
Yeah, that was approximately 1 minute.
1 minute. Well, that was a lot faster than we anticipated. But I mean, I'll show. I mean, it's probably gonna get asked about a bunch. So the new Silverback AEG. We'll have more information on this with a full video shortly, but I will at least show you what it is, and I won't go into any further detail. Very, very cool gun. You'll get the first look at it for sure. Ooh, ah.
Ooh, yeah, ha, ha.
Ooh, wow. No, but it is very cool. The construction's awesome, and the gearbox system is really, really neat. But we'll go into much more depth about this at a later date and a full video rundown. So keep an eye on the YouTube channel, and you'll get to see all you want about this toy gun. So very, very cool, though. Definitely like it so far.
It's a very, very cool gun.
And if you also are already hearing me talk about YouTube, well, we have videos that have been being pumped out. There's new content on the YouTube channel, so if you haven't checked it out, go do that. So we had a really, really good time at the Ben Franklin Range night shoot this last Friday. That was super duper cool. And we have a whole video on that right now. So if you, someone said W content, thank you. Appreciate it.
That's Apple. That's Apple.
Why did you have to?
That's Apple.
I didn't know. I don't call him Alexander.
Who?
Exactly.
Apple. Apple Music.
What is that foot-long suppressed monstrosity behind Tom? That's Eric's gun.
That is Eric's, that is super definitely working right now.
Would you rather have a foot-long hot dog or a foot-long PB&J? Well, foot-long hot dogs already exist, so hot dog.
A PB&J. That'd just be good.
I mean, you ever had the grilled marshmallow PB&Js?
No.
Gas.
Yeah, it sounds it.
Very.
This is gonna sound super weird. Have you ever put kettle cooked potato chips in your PB&J?
No, but that doesn't sound weird at all. I put chips on sandwiches all the time.
Yeah, but like with the jelly, like some people are like, oh, what? But like, it's so good.
Yeah, I think that's really good.
So good.
I want to know more about the ANKGBB R249.
We do too.
Yeah, we're still in the same boat as you, brother. We're waiting.
Yeah, we're waiting to see about that and waiting to test that because I cannot wait to get one of those in. I really want to know if it's onboard gas system or if it's in the magazine. I think if they're gonna do it,
It's got to be in the mag.
no. I think they could definitely do it on board.
I don't think that. I don't know.
The lower part of the
now you can't swap your handguard.
You're right, but I would rather it be on board.
Come in this way. You're not even on.
I would rather it be on board than in the magazine.
Yeah. Best goggles for glasses. Oh, best goggles for wearing glasses. Sorry, I was like best goggles for glasses. So honestly, the best setup that I have ever seen is you go ahead and grab yourself like any like larger size goggle that you feel works best. For us, the Smith Optics. Those guys are super dope, and they sell Or is it Revision? I think Revision has the kit. It's a prescription thing that clips into the nose piece of any goggle that you.
Smith Optics have it too.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I will. Yeah.
Yeah, Smith Optics have it too.
And it clips into the bridge on your goggles, and then your glasses that you just fill out like you would your normal ones. You go like a Walmart with the frame and put your prescription in, and then now you have your prescription floating in your goggles, and you don't have any pressure points on the side of your head or have to worry about size in your goggles. Only way to do it. Yeah.
There's a few other brands of goggles too that are definitely big enough. That's the main thing. You got to make sure that they're big enough, and also make sure your glasses frames are tiny. So a lot of times dudes who do it, they have a wire frame glasses if you're not gonna do the insert like he's talking about. Really weird. I don't normally say anything about Vulcan stuff, but Vulcan actually has probably one of the better goggles that's cheaper, that is big enough that'll fit a wireframe set of glasses in it, but you have to cut a little bit of the rubber out.
For me, it's a buy once, cry once kind of mentality.
Oh, I agree.
You know, being able to see is pretty critical. So I'd highly just recommend dropping the extra bucks on
Nothing ruins the airsoft game experience more than your
Not being able
goggles
to see.
fogging. Like that, it's just a universal thing. It's like, oh, I have this really cool kit. I have it all built out. It's working well. Oh, my gun goes down. Well, I have a spare gun. I can't see.
yeah.
And I'm in the middle of the field, and I now need to exit the field to defog / grab another set of goggles, and I can't see and walk. Like, that's happened.
Yeah.
And it sucks. And I hate it, and I always have anti-fog wipes on me because of that.
Or an X-Fog.
Or an X-Fog. X-Fogs are probably one of the best systems.
They are the best system.
I don't know. I like the Smith Optics design of the fan being up there, and I think it's powerful enough.
As the best standalone system.
Okay,
Say
yeah,
that.
true.
Miko, I'm not answering that question.
Marcus, Porcus, Porter, Dorcas.
Heard any more on the Gate Pulsar? The Pulsar, however.
So the only update that I have was I keep perusing Gates' website to see exactly what's like update when people are getting stuff and things like that. Big thing I saw recently was that they said that their solenoids were in, which is one of their last parts they were waiting for before they could start shipping them. And they said they were all specially designed and everything for their specifications. And I'm wondering exactly what those specs were, because looking at the solenoids, they look like exactly the same size and dimensions as the solenoids on a jack. So I'm wondering what they changed when they were being manufactured, because from what they said on the post is that they were designed custom for that system. I'm sure it'll thread right into a jack based off of how it looks, unless they made that custom too. But they look identical to jack solenoids or F2 solenoids. Man, you're just flopping things.
Leave me alone.
But I'm very interested to see like what they changed about it, because I would almost guarantee, like, if you held them next to each other, you probably wouldn't be able to tell a difference between jack solenoid and the Pulsar solenoid, from what I've seen through photos and all the stuff that I'm looking at the system. But I'd be very interested to see how whatever they did that they're talking about affects the performance of that unit. That's about the only update I have.
I can't buy the KMC. There is no delivery option. It could just be in the bug in the website. I would just say, if there's no delivery option, just try to refresh your page. If you have done that, I would just shoot an email over to our customer service and just see if they can do like a custom cart for you if it's not working on your end or our end or something like that. So we can get you sorted out. Hi guys, what's up? What's popping? Hey, did y'all get my email? That is a
customer service question.
That is a very I don't have any information to confirm that at the moment, nor do I. If you send us an email, we probably got it, and it's being worked through with all the holiday stuff finally coming to a kind of a slow decline. But we did just have a New Year's sale, so it's, you know, it doesn't really ever slow down.
As far as the KMC question goes, I literally just went and added it to the cart. estimating my shipping. If you haven't done the estimate shipping button and entered in your shipping information, then it's not going to give you any options. You have to estimate shipping for all the options to show up on our website. First ones being like event pickup, free shipping, in-store pickup. Those are all free because the KMC is over $75.
Well, any in-store is free.
Well, yeah, but I meant the free shipping as well.
Oh, sorry.
Free shipping option over $75 gets you your product for free. The shipping at least. And then there's all the accelerated shipping options down below that. So if you're not hitting the estimate shipping, then it's not going to pop up. You have to do the estimate shipping thing first. So hopefully that helps.
So, Valken has a goggle with the same clip and insert. Oh, okay. So that
So there's
is more universal.
Yeah, clip-in is kind of the way to go. There's also the glasses, which I think some people talked about, the Oakley M frames, the Smith optics as well, the glasses. They all have those clip-in inserts. That's the best way to go about it. It's not cumbersome. You don't have to worry about losing your glasses or wearing the right set of glasses or stuff like that. Like I would just go that route. It's definitely more expensive, but the cool part is, and I think you said this, you can go to like any Walmart if you have your prescription from your doctor, take those frames, those clip-in frames, and they'll just make them up for you.
Yeah, it's not expensive or anything. It's not like you have to do some specialty thing. It's literally like glasses. But yeah. You got some questions over there.
Yeah, no, I was waiting for you to go through those, but let's see here, because I definitely got some here. Do you use the AAP01? I do not, but John over in customer service has his pretty decked out, and it's really awesome. I did own one for about 40 minutes, and then somebody else on the trailer won, and it was our last one. So I was like, well, I'll just let you have that, and I can get one on a different order. And never actually ended up buying another one. But I did run one at a game. I think they're really cool. I would immediately upgrade the bucking though. I think they're really good if you're using up to 3 6s in them, but they can totally run 4s if you just upgrade the bucking, and they get crazy amounts of range. And their hop-up system is actually really good for adjustment because it's a TDC. Really good gun. Tons of aftermarket shit. It actually might have more aftermarket stuff now than a TM.
It's getting crazy.
It's getting insane.
I don't personally use one, so
I thought you loved them.
I don't dislike the pistol at all. It's just not for me.
Yeah,
it's not my style.
I think it's a really cool pistol, especially because of how it blows back. It has that Luger style of blowing back, and so you can do a lot of crazy stuff with it. You don't have a full slide moving, which is
the only way I'd own one is if we 3D printed the Black Ops 1 ray gun kit for it.
Oh, totally.
I think that'd be sick.
I think we should do that.
Yeah.
But
anywho,
got a few more. Do y'all have the vented smoke lenses for Oakley M frames? Possibly. Let me just take a quick look.
Do you guys know when I can get some more tagging stuff?
Right now, shipping from Europe is a little bit weird, especially with all the holidays and stuff. But soon, I know you guys don't want to hear that every single time we answer that question that way, but it is going to be soon. There has been some slight setbacks, mainly with shipping stuff. That's pretty much what it is right now. As soon as we have an update, you will see millions of posts like we did the last time when we had tag in, because you guys want it that bad. We want it really bad.
You will know when we get it.
You will know. And as far as the smoked lens, right now I'm only showing the clear lens on our website, but we do sell smoked lenses, I think, for the alphas right now. If we don't have the smoke lenses in for the specific M frames, then we can always order them from Oakley. We are direct with Oakley. They're very good with us. So if you want anything specific from Oakley, just let us know and we can order it in. And probably we'll continually order it because probably other people want it.
Hey guys, thanks for the custom HPA line. I really appreciate it. Absolutely, man. I hope it works out well for you.
Got some over here. The hanger needs and the launchables. I bought the launch launcher for $750. Now I can't get any projectiles for it. So if you haven't heard of a certain company called Blue Falcon, it's
something like that.
Yeah, it's Blue Falcon. We just started carrying some of his stuff. If you have the launcher and the shells to go with the launcher. He makes his own projectiles that are pretty much just chalk rounds right now. He's working on some other ones too, but he made them to be spec with tag and rounds, and he's US based, so that's an alternative option for you if you're waiting on taggings to come back in.
Or just powders.
Yeah.
If you need powder.
Yeah, if you need powder rounds. Like I said, he's working on some of the other sets of rounds, but we are starting to carry at least his chalks marking rounds.
Mm-hmm. What type of rail do you have on that behind you? I'm assuming Eric's.
Or it might be the P19.
So both of them just have Zenico Picatinny style rails on them.
Two different ones. So one is for the rear sight for Eric's right.
No, he has a rail on the bottom.
Oh, I thought he meant the top rails. Oh yeah, they're both the exact same bottom rails.
No, they're not. The PP19 doesn't. I'm pretty sure it's a different rail.
It is a different rail. It's shorter.
They're different line.
Yeah.
But they're just Zenico Picatinny rails.
Yeah.
The LCT ones, the LCC Z series or whatever they call them.
They are. This is series.
Yeah. So. But yeah.
I got a few over here. What's up, guys? Hi.
Hello.
It's that time again. So what's the outcome, Lowell, on the Crytek PDW versus the VFC PDW stock? Who was the winner? We have not done the video yet.
We haven't gotten the Crytek PDW in stock yet, so we're still waiting. That 9mm AK behind you guys is sick. Yeah, the PP19. It's a super cool rifle, and
every live.
It's a great gun. It looks good.
Oops's 19 is just the most talked about.
Well, it's the most decked out.
It is super nice.
You notice the one thing about that gun that's different than all the other ones? It's painted. Everyone loves painted rifles.
Wow, that's super awesome for him.
Very observant of you.
I'm glad you can use your eyes.
A lot of our viewers can too. They notice that it's a very good looking rifle.
What tank size should I use for the primary tap on my AAPO1? Depends on where you're playing. If you can readily refill your tanks between matches, you can go with a small tank. If you're going out for a longer period of time and not readily able to fill your tanks, or you don't live close to your tank refill location, but you're going to go play at a different location over a weekend, I would have a larger tank running in your backpack.
The 6845 would be a good middle ground kind of on the larger
side. The 6845 is pretty much what I always recommend to people. It's a little bit pricier. It's the middle range of price, but it's also carbon fiber. Mm-hmm. And so it gives you that lighter weight, gives you higher capacity. In being a 68, 68 is bigger than the 48s, which is generally what people gravitate towards.
Right.
The 48 3000s people buy because of the price point, which I do not fault them for that at all, because it is still a good tank setup. But if you want to go a little bit more money without going too crazy, like a super light carbon fibered crazy 90 cubic tank that's like $350, if you want to buy something that's like $180 and you get a lot of bang for your buck, the 68-4500 is probably the one that I would recommend as well.
Yeah. So hey, question. So I built an A&K SR25 with an Inferno. It holds air pressure and the BBs just fall out of the barrel no matter what PSI I'm running. Sounds like a bucking.
Yeah, it sounds like a bucking or a bucking lip issue. Also, do you have the right nozzle for the brand of SR25 that you have? There actually is a slight difference in nozzle lengths between A&K, Echo ones. SEMAs, I think, are the same as A&K. Classic Armies are just slightly different. And now the G&Gs, the new G2 gearbox, the G2H gearboxes, are actually version 2 number 1 nozzle length. So they're actually just regular M4 length because they put a spacer on the back of the gearbox to take up the extra space in the low receiver. So they're actually just normal version 2 now, which I think is way better just for compatibility.
I like it too. So yeah, I would just check your bucking. That's where I would start.
Yeah,
personally, and then the nozzle length. Hey guys, hey.
Hey, hey.
Guys, hey guys.
Damn, yours is better.
Yeah, I know. Any blue amp fusions coming in the future? I actually don't think so. That is
Yeah.
the one color I think we are not doing. Evic has the EMG, which is blue.
And
So
they have two blue ones. I think one's like a white base with blue accent, and then there's a blue base which is like the Patriot.
it might be the Patriot.
Yeah, there's the
I forget.
Patriot, and then there's the EMG.
So
E-Bike has two that are blue based.
yeah. So maybe in the future. I mean, we'll see if there's like a cool like you do like a cyan blue or something crazy, like to just like
Oh, that'd be
completely different,
Or like the Tiffany blue.
like teal,
Yeah,
like the color teal.
Till.
Yeah. But we'll see. Yeah. I run a Wii M14. What would be a good pistol for the gun? I mean, if you're doing if you want something that matches the M14's like aesthetic, you can just do like a 1911
Or an M9.
or an M9.
Yeah,
Yes, thank you.
M9 would probably be that era.
This is a great tune.
I know.
Yeah, this is good.
But if you don't care about that, I mean, I would just do whichever one you like.
If you're doing it as a designated marksman role and you're like going to be posted up and you're going to be away from the action and you're trying to hide and give surveillance more so than general suppressive fire.
I mean, it sounds silly because this goes against a lot of what I say, but
The APO1.
the APO
Yeah,
one,
that's what I would say, because you have the option, especially a local play where nobody cares if you switch your guns to full auto. If they don't care about that, if they do, stay within the rules. But the APO1 is a great option set. It
from
takes
a function standpoint.
functional. I mean, like it's functional. It has a lot of different brand compatibility with mags, with Glock mags. There's a lot of Glock mags on the market that it'll work with.
They just came out with 50 round mags for it.
There's that. It goes full auto if you want to do full auto. The hop-up system's great.
They shoot far. They're consistent.
$100.
Yeah.
Like they're cheap too. Like there's a great
Put a
pistol.
flashlight on it out of the box.
Yeah.
If you wanted to run a red dot of some sort right out of the box.
Yeah, they're great pistols. But if you're trying to work into a certain category
Yeah.
or a
M9
certain look,
probably.
M9 is probably the
Yeah,
thing.
I agree with you on that one. This is a cool question. This is one I have never thought about. What do you have more money in, guns or kit?
Oh God.
Damn, that is a good
That's a
question. I
great
never really thought
question.
about that.
So if we are not talking about night vision, because in my
Okay,
opinion,
yeah,
the
yeah.
night vision is going to take like
That just
a
blows
pretty
everything out of the
and
water.
then just jump it real high.
Yeah.
Does my Vant count as kit? Or is that like a
That's kit. If we're
Is
not
it?
counting night vision, I think it's still kit. Not okay. Here's the
that
question:
would be.
what is
Yeah,
gear
that's-
versus equipment?
yeah, but when he says kit, I imagine it's everything you'd have on head that's like
Well, then nods would fall into that.
then I would
No,
have
I think you would classify the
with all
Vant
Well,
as
let's
like
do
a
it with
weapon.
wait. Let's just do it this way: with nods and vant and all of that, everything that you're
Because
wearing.
technically the harness would be part of your kit,
right.
not the shield.
If it's sheer, well then what about attachments on rifles? Because like my main 105
Yeah. Oh God,
has the XPS3, the purse, the shirt, like
that has a lot of stuff. I mean, like my one N7 build, my flashlight is as expensive as my N7 build. The gun is.
I'd have to put this on like a spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Well, back to the when we did it the one day.
I did.
like, how
That was
much
the biggest
money we
mistake
had
of
in
my
the
life.
I never
vault.
want to see that. I never want to see that on paper.
The
It's
sad
not
thing is that was
pleasant.
only stuff from 2018. In Europe.
Okay,
It's a
so
little
hang on.
strong.
Let's do it this way to answer the question in kind of a way. What's your main kit?
Me?
Yeah.
I'd probably say my ballistic LSH with the Defender, the Slavyankas, the Emerald pouches, and then my main 105.
Okay,
and then,
so
like, Safari
but like
Lances.
not guns on that kit. What? Like,
You want what, like prices?
what's your not the price, but like what would you say that kit is? It's your main kit. Let's just go with that.
So are we talking like that whole kit versus just the gun?
Yeah.
Well, then the kit.
Okay.
I mean, it's all like, I mean, it's
I think my kit is probably as expensive as my gun. Because I run Spiritus, I run Haley, I run like a bunch of stuff. I don't have as much as he does because he's going for a completely authentic look for a Russian impression.
correct.
I have just a kit that I really like to run, but it's all Haley, strategic, Spiritus systems, different jackets that I run, different pants that I run, Solomon boots, Helmet.
It's a tough one. I'd say overall I have more in kit than guns, and I do own quite a few toy guns because I love to tinker with them.
If you count my nods, I have probably equal in kit as I do in guns. But if you count not my nods, I have way more in guns.
Wes has definitely got more in kit than he does guns. So that's definitely factual.
I don't know.
Fuck.
He's got a lot of guns.
I wouldn't even hesitate to think about it. You definitely have like uniforms and stuff like that, and then like plate carriers and all that shit,
Pouches.
especially all the Russian shit because
But-
some of it you
but,
can
like,
fucking get.
One of those chest rigs, right? One of those chest rigs, which you don't have a lot of them. You only have like what, 3 chest rigs?
I mean, chest rigs. No, I mean I have 2 of the Haleys. I
Okay,
have
okay,
the
never
Anna
mind.
contract set, the JTech, and then that's just chest rigs.
And then you have how many defenders?
I have 2 defenders.
How many plate carriers?
I have 2 plate carriers. I
You
don't
have
know.
way more gear than I do.
I have, yeah, don't
Way
remind me.
more
I
gear
don't,
than
I'm
I
not
do.
proud of it.
Be proud.
No.
Be proud at
No.
spending habits.
No. But no, that's a very good question.
Great question. Oh my god, I'd have to sit down and look at that. Is E-House here? What do you have in kits and guns? Because he does so many impressions.
Oh yeah, no. But no, that was a really good question. I would probably say kit over guns.
I think I'm guns over kit
So
because I have a lot of HPA guns. And the units themselves are just expensive on top of everything else. But your gearbox builds are expensive.
yeah, and I mean the guns themselves. I mean some of the GHKs off rips. Just
Oh,
stock-
but
stock
GHK
are
is-
expensive. I mean the mags are $80 a piece. I think I have 8 of them or something stupid.
Oh, well, then we go into my GDLS.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Yeah.
When you really start to break it down, it gets tough to figure out. But-
oh, God, yeah, I don't even want to think about that.
Regardless,
Yeah.
fantastic question.
Yes.
You got me good because I have no freaking clue. But I'm guessing. I would say the Vant throws it off, but the Vant also is what kind of escalates it
But
too.
it's the same with nods for me.
Yeah, I know.
Because, like, you have 15s too. I mean, like,
I know.
just think about it.
Stop.
Look at the dollar.
Stop.
Look at the dollars.
Stop it. I'm not proud of it.
Spending habits.
Have you tried the bean filter on Snapchat?
No.
No, Miko, I haven't. Perfect. Thanks, boys, for the SR25 question.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I got a few over here.
Send her home, Tom.
Following up on the what tank should I use for my AAPO1, he said, I use full auto a lot. I have a pump for it. And then he said, thanks. I can't afford the carbon fiber tank, but I think I'll pick up the Ninja 68 3000 steel tank from you.
Cool.
One thing I'm going to say. Are you going to keep that tank for a long time is the only thing I'm going to ask. Because if you have a pump, I would honestly get a bunch of 13s. I would get like 2 or 3 13s.
13s.
Yeah, because then they're lightweight. He's just going to be able to refill them a bunch. And then if he really does need more capacity later on, it's not a lot it's not a lot different than just getting a 68 3000 like he's saying. And then you can cut down on weight immediately. And then if you need more capacity, you can get a 68 4500 carbon fiber later on if you notice that you do need more. But if you have a bigger tank, you're going to be sitting there for a while pumping, like, you know what I mean? Like if it's not an electric pump.
Oh, he did say yes, take away night vision. I'd still say kit.
I'd say guns. At that point, it's definitely guns for me, unless you're counting like my rucksack and all the things I use for backpacking when we're on trips.
I just think those random like sets, like those random pieces of clothing that I have.
Oh, you have so much.
I mean, like the Adventure Tech is worth something stupid now. Like
500.
those Finnick cries are weird. That are like
those
there's
are
just like
ridiculous.
stupid stuff
Yeah,
that
you
I
have
just
so much
Yeah,
different stuff.
I know.
So much stuff. What? It's just so much money there.
I'm aware. I know. I think without the night vision, it'd be a lot closer. Like it'd be much more. It would need to be broken down. Shit, maybe. Hey, if you join us in the live next week, I will try to
God.
break my stuff down and get
We're
you.
just gonna be like Okay, from that side of the thing, and we'll just keep building the pile next to me of all of
Yeah,
these.
well, no, I'm not bringing the stuff in.
Oh no, you have to.
No, I'll write
You
it
have to
down
do
on a
the- you
piece of
You have
paper
to do the meme.
and get you a
That's
more.
not memey. That's adult. We need to be meme.
No, but I'll see if I can get an answer for you.
I got another one over here. Question, guys, for a Mark 18 VFC. What would be a great overall upgrade in it with no HPA? And it includes attachment as well.
Is there no budget? Because if there's no budget, I can let it rip.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna say if you're talking about,
I mean, I can run through the gearbox build if you want.
well, no,
And
I'm gonna go with one upgrade. Like, what's one thing you can do to that's an immediate performance increase, and it is a full barrel build.
Oh yeah.
Immediately do that. Not a bad stock setup, but if you're going to ask me what is going to get you the most bang for your buck, I'm always going to say, if you have a stock gun, change your hop-up bucking nub barrel to very high-end one that's like, $180 altogether, 100 or just under $200 altogether for that type of a setup for that gun. Run some 3.6 minimum in it, and you will outperform dudes who are doing nothing to their gun but HPAing it
Oh yeah.
and running stock barrels. You will outshoot them, more accuracy, more consistency, better range if you're using some heavyweights in that type of setup.
Barrel build plus
Barrel
VFC or VFC Avalon is pretty OP for the amount of work you put into it.
Yeah.
So that's what I would do.
Yeah.
Have you installed an F2 in the Scar SC yet?
In the compact? Is that what
The
you
SC?
said?
Yeah, I would assume. The Scar SC.
Which one is it?
The little guy. The
Well,
PW.
the F, which
F2.
F2. I haven't done it yet, but I looked at the gearbox. It's very similar to any other normal Scar gearboxes. You would need a Scar nozzle, and you would need just the F2, and then I would wire it to the grip. Is what I would do.
Makes sense.
And I would run everything to the pistol grip. You're gonna have a little bit of spacing issues there, but make sure as much of the wire stays in the gearbox, like the FCU wire stays in the gearbox, and you run the FCU and your battery and your airline through the pistol grip. There's definitely enough room there. It is a tight fit, but there's definitely enough room there, and that is the cleanest way, and honestly probably the safest way to run it on that gun.
Who makes the best 1911? I'd do the Elite Force 1911.
Elite Force, unless you're going for like some performance one, but at that point I tell you to just get a 2011, go with a TM.
Full Moon must be out today. I don't know what that means. Eric, what are you doing? Are you memeing me? Probably. Tom runs the Dawn Tom kit, correct?
I do. That is literally the cheapest kit I could ever run, the most fun kit I've ever had running, like ever. I didn't have a gun. I walked around with a cigar. That was actually probably the most expensive part of the whole kit.
Typical. Will you guys be getting the KMCS hide holster? If he offers it to his dealers, yes. If he doesn't, then he might sell direct. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't know what they're.
I don't know. They're probably laughing at the cigar comment.
I don't know what they're saying, but it's so frustrating. I can hear everyone in the room over there. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. We're in a bubble
Yeah, the soundproof bubble.
of like house, low vibe music, and our own egos.
Yeah. What lasers you guys using with your nods, and what helmets do you use? I use a Zenico Purse 4 mostly, and my helmet is a ballistic OpsCore replica with a Wilcox shrug and 4D pads.
I run a MTech Flux with the Team 1D cam system, 4D pads, Swordens, and then I run either a D-ball, the Hollow Sun laser, or a Somo Gear Peck. And honestly, I am starting to do some real testing with the Somo Gear Peck for recoil. It's might be my new favorite thing to use, even though it's expensive and it's hard to get right now. But it's definitely not 5 times as expensive as a real one could be. So that's what I use. The D-ball is probably the best bang for your buck, I would say.
Yeah,
because
the GMP D-ball
D-ball
specifically.
Yeah,
not a real one.
No.
But yes, he said I'll be here for the next week live. Just
All right.
see how much things are.
All right.
And then how
No.
about you guys gear up for a live? Maybe.
Maybe.
This is in the middle of our day,
Yeah.
so it's like sometimes it's tough, and then we'd have to bring our whole kit into the shop. So hey, but maybe just for you.
There's some days where we get really hyped about going to a game or we're going on a trip or something. We'll walk around in kit all day while we're doing work because
Just,
we're
if
just like
we're
feeling out stuff.
Trying something new.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like we'll just do our daily jobs, our tasks, and everything in our kit, and just like see how it feels, see how it works. Like I put the new Spears pouches on, and I literally walked around all day, just feeling like, is this annoying? Should I adjust something? Like, can I move it around? Like it's awesome that we can do that at work.
Yeah. I've decided to go with the KWA Scorpion because it holds more rounds and I can full auto in buildings at my local field. Well, there you go, man.
Yeah.
Perfect sidearm. That is a very forgotten gun.
That's a great gun.
It's super dope. I remember when that gun came out.
Yeah, that's a great gun.
Very, very cool. I have a max hop up and a 601 barrel for my MTW, and the hop is set at 10. The BBs only travel about 70 feet. How do I fix this?
So give us a little bit more info. One.
I need some water.
Yeah.
I need water.
Give us a little more info. So, like, what BB weight are you running? Did you change your bucking when you changed your hop up? Generally speaking, the stock bucking is the new Macaron, Maple Leaf Macaron 70 degree, I believe, is what they are using in their newer gen MTWs. If you're using that one, it's great. We recommend that one all the time. We recommend more of the Super Macaron because we think a little bit more bang for your buck, a little bit better performance marginally, but the Macaron is also a great option. Let me see that. Actually, I think he updated it. I got a max hop up, 601 barrel with a hop up set to 10, 70 feet. I didn't see a new update. Sorry. But yeah, give me an update on, like, what bucking you're running, what weight you're running, if there was any wonkiness when installing it, like any weird signs that there might be an issue, but you kind of just like push through it. I know sometimes that happens when you're installing stuff. I'm installing stuff. You just like, yeah, we'll see how this works, But yeah, just let me know, and then I can get back to you on that, especially if you're using the MTW version. Oh, here we go. I have a Maple Leaf bucking, 0.32s, and 80 PSI. So could be a few things. Bucking might not be seated properly. That would be a big one. Another thing that might be the cause of it is too high of hop. You might actually be pressing so much that it's now creating too much resistance and your BB's not going anywhere. You had the barrel built by us, or you had the MTW, because we don't do a lot of custom MTW work or do MTW installs unless it was requested. I don't think we've had one through the tech shop in a very long time. We actually have one coming up that's going to get worked on here for a barrel build, but the whole system, we don't do MTW builds. So when did you get that from us?
Yeah,
I guess is the question, because unless it was like I said I would do it for you.
The whole barrel and hop assembly.
Oh. Okay. First off, if you bought a hop assembly from us to go in an MTW, did you buy an MTW hop up for it? If you did not buy an MTW hop up for it, a regular max is not going to work with an MTW. It's a two-piece system. You can remove some of the stuff, but if you didn't buy the MTW specific max unit, it's not going to work with that gun.
Come on, man.
Excuse me.
There you go.
It's Lunchtime Live.
Yeah, you
It's
just
Lunchtime
have
Live.
some manners.
It's Lunchtime Live.
I literally just did. You didn't even give me time. You're just yelling at me
Let me know.
instantly.
Let me know which max you have. If it's the blue or the red one, then and it has a piece coming down for the BBs to feed into. That is not the MTW one. There is actually an MTW one that's mainly black in color.
You said I did. So.
All right, I'm gonna take that to the emails then because that's weird and I want to know more about it. I don't think I can actually help as much as I want to be able to in the live format. So send us an email. Send me some videos of what's happening, and I'll take a look at it and see what's going on there. That seems very weird.
It's just tech@airsoft.com, and then Tom can actually get you all the info that you need.
Yeah, let me know.
Direct. And if something's wrong with it, or it just isn't working correctly, that's why we're here. Get it all sorted out, get it fixed up.
Yeah, just let us know. And I'm very curious. I want to see what's going on with that. I'm gonna hit another one over here. Bucking degree number equal higher is softer or other way around, and should you use softer when it's colder out? So a few parts to this question. First off, the higher the number, the harder the rubber is. Or the way that you can think about it is the higher the number, the denser the rubber is, which makes it harder. The lower the number, the softer it is. If you are playing in colder weather, you should use a softer bucking. If you're using it in high temperature, high humidity, you should use a harder bucking. Generally speaking, cold weather, the bucking's going to freeze up and become harder, and so you want a softer bucking to compensate for that. If you're in hotter weather or in higher percentage of humidity, your bucking is going to swell from the heat and the moisture in the air. And if it's soft, then it's going to swell a lot. If it's harder, there's not enough room for a lot of expansion, and there's not a lot of room for water molecules to kind of get in there and swell the bucking. And so hotter, higher degree, colder, lower degree, softer, higher degree, harder.
So smart. That's crazy.
VFC, SCAR, GBB, or we SCAR, GBB, and why?
WeTech has a lot of aftermarket support.
Yeah.
So
VFC has really good build quality.
yeah,
I would almost put it up there with GHKs. I'll be honest. Like, they have really, really good build quality. Like, honestly, I think it goes like.
Yeah, I want some microwave nachos. Sorry, gone.
No, you're good. So for gas blowback rifles, I really think it's like there's Viper Tech and the crazy custom ones up like at our top of the line, and then the like not custom done ones that are still top of the line. It's like GHK, VFC, TM are like the big three. GHK is kind of like the number one though. We is a little bit below it, but like he said, the aftermarket customization and support for we gas blowback guns is almost unmatched, maybe only by GHK. So I don't know. If you're looking for really good build quality out of the box, VFC. If you're looking for a lot of customization / really easy to find part compatibility, we would be the way I answer that.
Yeah. What else do we have? Miko just asked if we want some microwave nachos. Yes.
Yeah.
If I don't actually have
nachos.
microwave nachos, I'd be really sad.
Stoner nachos.
Microwave nachos are great.
I put mine in the oven.
I mean, yeah. Why not? There's also a new ghost flavor out that's really good.
Sorry, I got into it.
It's okay. It's a little hard base. Who doesn't like some hard base?
This is a banger, dude.
I agree.
I told you I was gonna get it pumping up in here.
It's bumping, not pumping.
I said bump.
It's a pump.
But yeah, if you guys have any other questions, keep them coming, keep them flowing. But yeah, if you didn't hear me earlier, we did have a good time at Bank Franklin Range this last Friday for their night shoot, and there was a new YouTube video out for it, and I'm going to keep plugging it because I worked hard on that video. So
He literally just hit upload rate. It's the raw video file. He really did nothing at all. There was no work involved, as it's shown in the actual quality of the video.
I hate you. Thanks for the help. I will email and send a shooting vid. Sounds good, man. Thank you so much for understanding, and hope that we'll get it all worked out for you. Pick one, SR25 or 417. 417 for me.
I think there's more kits that involve an SR25. I almost want to go that route because of that. Nah, 417. I just like it. It's a really cool gun. Question: do you guys do custom AEG builds in the shop, like just not HPA? No, we do not, and the reason is because it takes a lot more time and effort to do an AEG build than it does an HPA build. There is a certain knowledge set that is required to do an HPA build. I'm not saying that they are easier. What I'm saying is that AEGs have more parts. They take a lot more time to get those parts functioning right every single time and whatever build you want. HPA, there's a lot smaller amount of internal parts, and so it is a lot less complicated to do those builds, and we can pump those out fairly quickly and make it work. We are working our tech department up right now. We're actually hiring for more techs right now to increase our capacity so that we can keep up with the onslaught of HPA builds that keep coming in. I would actually like to get even further ahead of that and maybe within this year hire one, if not two more techs, so that we can start working in some AEG requests, because it's if only AEG repairs, like small ones, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
or like local stuff to start, and then as that starts to pick up,
Yeah.
you know.
We get that question asked a lot of the times. Often what I say to it is we work with a lot of good companies that do custom AEG work. Fatco is one of our biggest contributors. They are not contributors, but they're one of our biggest friends that does AEG work.
That's good.
That's very good and reputable. If you're up in the New England area, Ian on ATF, the ATF team, he does a really good job. He's actually in the process of updating his website and stuff, but he does really good work. There's Ant Tech, there's AAA Tech, there's Bloomies, there's the big one, Umbrella is another one. But I don't know, but some of these tech shops, they do like their own formula, and you have to go with that because it's tried and true, and that's what they warranty. Some of these other ones I'm naming, like Ant Tech, AAA, they'll take custom requests too if you want to throw some special sauce in or something like that. That's what I would say.
Would you rather DSG and AK-74U or HPA SCAR-L?
HPA SCAR-L.
DSG is 74U because I don't like scars.
Scars have notoriously one of the most annoying ambi selector switches, and you can very easily break the selector plate if you don't put it in properly. I have a SCAR-L. I love my SCAR-L. I hate taking it apart. It sucks.
I'd rather do this. I think DSG would be fun. I'd just like to tackle it at some point in my life and do it. You know what I mean?
See, my thing is like,
that's all.
if I do the SCAR-L, yes, it's really annoying to put back together, but I probably really don't have to open it up to take the unit out ever again. I might need to clean my barrel and bucking and change my hop up and all that.
Well, I can pull a gearbox in a 74U with a 2mm Allen key and a flathead.
Yes, but how many times are you going to have to do that because it's DSG and it's a DSG?
I don't know, 50, 60, 100, who knows?
That's what I mean. I would rather do the HPA build and never have to open the gearbox.
That's why I bring the SEMA 74M with me, baby. Let her eat. It's my most reliable toy gun.
It is hilariously reliable, but it's like also funny because like I switched from the PP19 that he had the one game because we were running the Shield, and then I switched to the SEMA because it was screwing up for Tony, and then it started working for me, and it was hilarious when I swapped to the SEMA AK.
What?
At MSADA when I swapped to the SEMA AK.
What about it?
That's what I was talking about. That's why I said
He ain't
the
paying
name.
attention.
Doo-doo-doo.
He's had his
Anyways.
headphones in the whole
He's got
life.
his headphones.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great answer.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Love it.
No, it's hilarious watching the FPS difference because like they go about the same difference, but the FPS on the PP19 was way higher,
Mhm.
and it would hit people a lot faster than this BB floating in the air.
The
You could
PP19
grab
shoots
it
damn good. That gun shoots damn good.
now that,
Well-
that we figured out how to make it feed.
Well, yeah, I didn't have a tap at delay, so what do you expect? We'll get her one day.
Mm-hmm.
Does inner barrel length really affect FPS?
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay, there you go.
Absolutely, 100%. It affects it more, I have noticed, in HPA than AEG, which is going to sound a little bit weird, but I've noticed a lot more in those regards. Actually, no, it's the same across the board. Now that I'm thinking about it, that was really dumb of me to say, actually. It's the same across the board because it's all about hang time in the barrel. So long as you have the volume to match a longer barrel, your FPS will increase. Because if you don't have the right air volume, your BB can die with power partially through the barrel, probably the last third of your barrel. If you're running like a 550 millimeter barrel with a cut cylinder and you don't have the full volume of that cylinder, your BB is not gonna fly well, and you're gonna have problems.
Right. It's a formula.
Yeah.
But yeah, a tighter and longer barrel will definitely like
give you more FPS,
more oomph. Would you rather split gearbox M4 or HPA bolt action?
Split gearbox M4.
I was thinking the bolt action.
Why?
Well, bro, I will say when we had our TM VSR here with
it's ridiculous
with the bolt in it, it would throw BBs just like an insane distance. And I think it'd be cool if it was in. He didn't specify which bolt action, so I could pick what bolt action. So
like,
I don't know which one.
Yeah.
But I'd probably do an L96.
If I could do the kit for the silverbacks, I would do that as a bolt action. Those things are stupid.
Yeah. Cool question though.
I would do the split gearbox M4 just because I really think that's one of the biggest innovations for AEGs is the split gearbox.
Did you see the new one by ICS?
No.
Isaac's buddy brought it into the shop and we got to shoot it, and it was pretty damn impressive. Super snappy, and then ICS, when you put them in safe, it decompresses.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very cool. So I was impressed. I mean, I thought it was pretty dope for a stock ICS licensed Daniel Defense Mark 18 rifle.
I love the split gearbox design. I think it's one of the best ones. That's also why Retro has their own split gearbox design. It makes so much sense.
Very cool stuff.
Another one over here. Where can I get my tanks rehydro? Just curious. So we have a local guy in the area that does a lot of hydro testing on all types of tanks. We take our tanks to him. If you're not in the Pittsburgh area, what you can do is you can go onto Ninja's website, and they have a very easy to print out form. You print the form out, you send them an email saying, hey, I'd like to get my tank rehydroed, and you pay them, I think it's like $60 for them to rehydro it. Ship it out to them. You have the form printed out, filled out in the box with your tank. You give it to them. They rehydro it. They send it back to you. It's a very, very easy system that they have. I'm in Windsor, Canada. You should be okay still sending it to Ninja unless you have a local like scuba shop that would do it for you, or some type of
fire department.
Well, a fire department. So fire departments don't generally do hydro testing, but they send their tanks to a guy.
So they might have
probably locally. Yeah, they probably know a local guy. So I would go to your local fire department and see who they send their tanks to. And it's probably somebody in your local area that you could drive over to, because anybody that does any hydrostatic testing on big tanks can do it on small tanks. The same, so long as they have proper equipment for it. But generally, it's the exact same type of equipment. It's just a little bit different fitting.
Right, which isn't, at the end of the day, it's so similar that most equipment can transfer over.
Yeah.
But yeah, keep them rolling. We got another 6 minutes.
Yeah, this has been a great live, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Still like all messed up on the kit versus guns. Really, really want to know.
How much you spent on both?
Not how much. I just want to know which one's more.
Now, are you saying total kit and total guns all together? Yeah, definitely my guns. Oh, definitely 100% my guns.
Yeah. Yeah, if it doesn't shoot a BB, it doesn't count as a gun. And if it's something that you'd wear,
100% my guns.
if it's something you'd wear while playing,
Mm-hmm.
it'd be a kit.
And that's even counting my night vision. I definitely have. It gets closer if I include night vision, but still, over the years and how many HPA guns I have and all the stuff I've done to them, and then attachments. Yeah, my guns. Definitely my guns.
We'll see. I might be surprised.
I think your gear.
I don't know, man. I really don't. He said without night vision, so I'm curious.
Yeah, with
I'll do it with and without. I mean, it's not
without night vision. It's
one item.
It's a no-brainer for me. It's my guns. Like I have a GBLS, and that's more expensive than my crazy HPA guns.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I think the GHKs are gonna really push it.
How many GHKs do you have?
I have 2.
Yeah. You have 2 GHK. Yeah, that's gonna push it.
And then, none of the guns are stock.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You probably have about 300 to 500, depending on the gun, in just the gearbox.
Depending. Some guns are a little less built than others.
Would you rather Vulcan V12 or P-Star Jack? I mean, the Vulcan V12 is a dual solenoid system. It definitely has more options for performance, but nowadays I would rather go with P-Star Jack because there's not a lot of parts for the Vulcan V12 because they don't make it anymore.
Yeah,
I have a very weird thing about discontinued items, specifically internal upgrades. If there's not a big parts warehouse or something that I can grab stuff from to fix those internal things up, I do not want to buy it, because then if it finally dies on me, I have a dead item. Like I can't use it. But if it's like a body, like an M4 body or something that's like discontinued from a long time ago, well, most of the time newer M4 body parts will still work on it if something breaks or something like that. But also that becomes like a collector's piece, not necessarily a functional item like the Vulcan V12. The Vulcan V12 is a big upgrade item, and since it's discontinued, you can't really find parts for it.
Yeah, it's kind of hard.
It really just becomes a paperweight when it breaks down.
I mean, you can replace it with Polar Star parts, but at that point, you might as well just buy a Fusion engine.
Yeah, exactly. They're pretty much the same cost anyways, and there's more aftermarket support for the Fusion engine as well.
Oops, sorry. This light's so inconsistent.
What the heck, man?
It is weird. Like, no, it will turn on and then it won't.
Yeah, these cheap Amazon lights.
Oh, vibing.
What's next on our list here, Tom?
SHOT Show.
Oh yeah. So
that.
Our next event is SHOT Show. I forgot. But we'll be there. Have a lot of coverage.
Flying out on Monday. Gonna get there late Monday night, and then we're gonna go Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then we're flying out late Friday, so we'll get some more content, some extra content that we've missed on Monday, Friday. Sleepy. We get back really late Friday night back to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I'm getting tired just thinking about it.
Yeah, I am too. You haven't been there yet, dude. The walking
get my steps in.
that you do at SHOT Show. Let me complain more about us going to SHOT Show, but no, it's gonna be super fun.
Man, I have to walk.
I have to walk. But no, it's gonna be super fun.
Little ass legs are gonna be,
No, it's my torso. My torso is really short. I have a really short torso.
Is that where your height is?
My legs are really long.
What size pants do you wear?
Guys, my knees hurt, man. Come on, let's sit
28,
down.
32s.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we have the same length legs.
Yeah. And I'm like just very short torso.
I gotta sit down and drink a glass of whiskey.
Hydration station. Dude, the Taco Bell Cantina, that's such a good time. I love Taco Bell already, and then those big spinny drink cups.
Oh yeah. Berlin, the one punk rock bar we went to. That one night was super awesome.
So that should be cool.
Yeah, it'll be a fun time. We're going to Omega Mart. Maybe we'll do some stuff in Omega Mart.
Oh, I'm probably gonna try to vlog this trip. I think that'd be fun.
But guys, I think that's about it for the live. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
Check out our new YouTube video.
Please. We actually did do a lot of work on it.
Plug it
Thank
again.
you, Tom.
Plug
What?
it again.
Plug it again. New on the YouTube channel, Ben Franklin Range Night Shoot video is live. Go check it out. And then we have some other videos that are
The
on there.
B-rolls are hitting.
The B-rolls do be hitting.
Bye, guys.
All right, love you guys.